Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Stefano Cucca. I'm 40, but please, I know that you're tired, so stand up just 1 second, shake your hand, and sit down again. Stand up, please. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I have to stay like that? Could I sit? No, I have to stay like that. Okay, I'm 40. Looks like young, but I'm 40. And in the 2012, I went to San Francisco, and I was thinking, I study economy, finance. I was supporting like big company, and I started to think that if you want to really think about the world, we have to try to, first of all, to use our knowledges to make a better world. And the second one, I was thinking what I could do. So I went there, I won a competition. The idea was to make a platform where people, to give the opportunity to people to write, read, and share a sustainable lifestyle, to try to make like a model. So to take this model and bring in town, community, and try to figure out. The truth is that, I don't want to talk too much about that, but the budget was 200,000 euro. I go back to Italy. I didn't find money, so I sell my car, my windsurf, my snowboard, more or less everything, and I start with my bicycle, with my tent, with my sleeping bag, and I start from Italy, crossing Europe and more or less every country. But the nice part was that a lot of people from World Bank, European Bank of America, or big corporate host me, and I start to think that in the world there is no like a black and white, good people or bad people. You could find amazing people also in a Morgan Stanley, and they are more sustainable than people that are living in a small town. So the point was, I wrote a book, but it's a photo book. I didn't write a real book because I didn't find the trick. This is the point. The book is still in my computer because it's not easy to find a model. So this was my trip. For 1 year was one of the best experience ever in my life. My mom used to say when I was young that I was crazy, but not, or maybe. And after like this trip, I decided to stay in my island. I don't know if you guys ever been in Sardinia. It's a small island. Oh, I think one of the best. Is in a bit of Mediterranean, and is a lot of is really important because if you try to go back in the history, was in the middle of the the world. And I would like to start from this small island to try to push people with knowledges to to try to create a big impact with small change. So we have an accelerator in a beautiful area 200 meters from the beach, and we support a lot of company. One of these in particular is Radoff. I'm the strategic manager, and I would like to show you a small video. So this is like one of the company that we start to drive. What is the problem? not really we focus about this problem. Not many people knows that a lot of people die in the war with radon. And radon is like more or less in everywhere. So like we start with the accelerator to push and support people just with some kind of idea like that we could really make a change. And these numbers are just like crazy. So we start to really support with international team this startup. And I don't know, how many people know about the problem of radon? Please, could you? How many people knows that these were the number of just few people? Because probably most of the people, they don't really feel and know how is big and huge this problem. So like we start, this is the technology that people are using in US, Canada, or Europe to really check if there is radon or not in the home. You need like 12 months to know exactly if there is radon or not. We push like 5 years with different with different people, and we find like this solution. We made this sensor that is able in 30 minutes to check and know exactly if there is radon or not. Now we are creating a map, a world map, to know exactly, and you could find, you could download also now. We would like to make a world map where people could check if, like, where they are living, where they are working, where they are studying, there is like a radon or not. Just like a small example. 3 weeks ago, we went in a school, and the limit is from 0 to 300. In this school was 5,000 with kids. So like the truth is that until the 1990, it was possible to find a lot of research where people say this is one of the most dangerous gas in the world. But I don't know why in the last like 15 years, it's not easy to find like a document, date. So like we really start to push, and now the European Commission is already done with the law. Example, in France, if you want to buy a new home, you need like a certificate, a gas certificate, where you have to say there is no radon in my home. This law will be soon in every country in Europe. So like we are really running, and we are done to go to the market in September. We made this prototype that are really working as a test. We have the opportunity to check like different also humidity, temperature, because also from the World Organization Health, they said it's not just the radon, but if there is also like PN 2.5 or PN 10 could be more dangerous. So in particular, Canada and US, they have a lot of problem for that. And they invite us just like in Canada for the next week to try to make a really big connection with a corporate to sell to them 100,000 devices. But we are not already in the market, so it could be not so easy. And just this week, we are waiting for an investor. We need 3 million euro, and could be possible the first round with 1.5 million Friday. So we hope, and we are just like, waiting for that. In the beginning, the sensor was like the one that you saw, but now we made also something like cool for the house, and also smart city. So in every airport in Europe now we are trying to make a connection, and we could put this to check, because think about just like a responsibility. If I'm working in the bank for 20 years, or in the other place, and after 20 years you are able to say that you have a cancer for the radon, think about responsibility, think about insurance. So like the truth is that we start with like 12 people in R&D. Now we are 40 in 2 months. And I have to say thank you to you. And this is my email if you need something. And this is my beautiful family. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man. And good luck Friday.
Yeah, thank you.
1.5. Good
Thank
luck.
you.